here we are in Dalesford with Nissan launching their updated Qashqai, a very important car for Nissan. Karla?
Yeah, definitely. A booming segment in the Australian market. Nearly 10% of the total cars sold in Australia are small SUVs, so it's really important for us to have a strong and competitive car in this segment.
What do you think accounts for the fact that so many SUVs are being sold?
Well, people like the practicality of sitting a little bit higher for an SUV and the access to their luggage, but they also like the sportiness and the feel of driving like a passenger car, and this small SUV really captures both of those great attributes all in one vehicle.
And what are the differences? Now, you like it so much that this car is your car.
This is the old one.
This is the old one. What are the differences in the old one and the new one from the outside?
Well, first of all, this new blue colour is new to the range, and I think you could all agree it's pretty stunning. At the front there's this new V grille where you can see the Nissan logo, and that's really important because that really houses the radar system that's got all the extra safety that's on this vehicle. So not only does it look better, but it's also safer. So you've got fabulous things like emergency braking, you've got front and rear parking sensors, so things just to make life much easier and safer. It's also got a new interior, more integrated steering wheel, some fabulous new cloth trims, and the same fabulous engine that was in the previous model that's really fuel efficient, but also got a little bit of punch and power if you want to do some overtaking or do a little country drive like we have out here today.
And there's no diesel?
No diesel. Australians have walked away from choosing diesel, so with this update we've decided to delete diesel option.
And a manual only in the bottom model?
Manual only in the bottom model. We've kept it there because it allows people to have a more affordable car, and often people in that price range are looking for something like a manual. We find that when people go up the range and looking for more technology, they want an auto.
And what is that price range, Karla?
So it starts at $26,490 for the manual ST, and then runs up to $36,490 for the NTEC, which you can see here.
That is the NTEC. So we have a TI coming next year, Karla?
Yeah, TI is coming by the middle of next year. That's got some additional safety and fabulous Napa leather interior, and that'll be $37,490 when it arrives in the middle of 2018.
So for an extra, grand and a bit?
Yeah, so an extra $1,500, a lot more of the really intelligent safety, so adaptive cruise control and lane departure warning, plus Napa leather for $1,500 extra next year.
Now, you told me last night that the buyers of the upper end of the market were more interested in tech and safety, and the buyers at the lower end of the market were more interested in price. Is that right?
Definitely. And there's lots of different people that buy this car, so the price range and the level of features definitely we think really accommodates all their different needs.
Right. And we've got a new MD from Canada.
Stephen Lester, yes, he's arrived. He's been here 3 months, so this is his first media event here today, and we've all met him. And
he is fairly keen to get a new path for Nissan. I think he said he wanted to plot a new path for the future. What does that mean?
It's about regaining the relevance for the Nissan brand in Australia, bringing it back to probably what a lot of us do remember it in years gone by.
When we were kids.
But also making sure that we bring the right cars at the right price for the Australian market, so that we can be even more successful than we are today.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, I'm going to thank you first, Karla, for talking to me. Now we're going to jump in the car and head out for a drive. We're heading out into the Australian countryside. It's absolutely beautiful. So we'll bring you a little bit of time in the car, and we'll point out some internal features as well. See you later.
Bye.
And in the car, as Karla pointed out, the new interior actually looks pretty nice. The new fabrics, there's new fabrics, new leather, and the upper model that's not here yet, that will be here sometime in 2018, will have nice Napa leather trim. But new in this car is this steering wheel. You can get a look down here with this D bottom. Well, that's just a flat bottom. It's meant to be sporty, I think, but I don't know that this is terribly sporty. Center console has this new infotainment system. Importantly, there is still no Apple CarPlay, no Android Auto, and although it is very distantly on the horizon, it's not here yet. That's not going to help anybody at the moment. Instruments, because this car has a lot of new tech, where this is the N tech, or the NTEC, TEC for tech and N for Nissan. On the center LCD screen, I can see that my blind spot monitoring, my lane departure warning, and my active cruise control are all displayed there. Now, all models have active cruise control, and part of that grille, as Karla was pointing out earlier, is to accommodate the radar that allows that system to operate. Handling has been improved, ride has been improved out of sight, and there's very little noise, relatively speaking. This is a not exactly smooth road, and the noise in here is, I think, pretty good. The surfacing is okay. There's a little bit of hard plastics around, but you know, it's not quite up to the standard of some of the brand new cars. And there's lots of trim, which I quite like. This metallic trim over here. Can you see that? I think that looks quite nice. It's metallized plastic, no doubt. But look, there's really nothing to complain about with this. It's comfortable to ride. We've done, I don't know, maybe 500 kilometres, 600 kilometres by the time we get back to the airport, and I think it's an absolute cracker. There's 3 models currently, and that 4th one on the way, finishing up at under $40,000 manufacturer's list price. I think this isn't a bad bargain. I'll put the specs for the engine and so forth up on the screen at the end, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.